ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Jackson now to return. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. McCaffrey on the toss right. Running right through him. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds Hopkins complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was affected, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Wilson. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Play action. It's Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Dumps this one off to Mack. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Sam Slocum on for the field goal. A 28-yard.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Fant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. He tried to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This time, Wilson will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Wilson. This is caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
He was brought down by Jimmy Moreland. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You think about the strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Ryan going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, and CD, we have certainly seen this guy make some magic with the ball in his hands. He was top 10 in the NFL last year in yards after the catch. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Wilson to throw. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw again is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown! Marlon Mack with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Ryan. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 70 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up,
Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 29, Wilson. Finding Pittman, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Able to find Mack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Here's Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Ryan wants to throw it. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down. And they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also